If you're watching this, I am Nenako-chan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be playing an autumn game called Once Upon a Hallow's Eve. Now, but before I start playing this game, I have to tell you guys about this game. So apparently, I think it's Chara, this girl's name, a 20-year-old graduating student and her friends decided to go to a rest house on top of the mountains. Along the way, in the mountains, a minor landslide knocks her unconscious, and when she wakes up, she finds herself alone in a dark and scary forest. While trying to look for a shelter, she finds a strange, haunted-looking mansion up ahead. Now, I believe there are 3 endings to this game. Well, I read the reviews when people said there are 3 endings. But yes, I think there are 3 endings because there are 3 boys over here. So, apparently this girl is clumsy just like me, so she fell off the mountain and now she's unconscious and she finds a mansion. So yeah, let's just start playing this game. Are you telling me that you managed to convince this girl to go with us? My best friend's head nods up and down, looking enthusiastically at our other friends. I know, I couldn't believe it either. Just imagine her hiking up a mountain. Just imagine all the facials and peels she's gonna need afterwards to mend that skin. I rolled my eyes at my friend's teasing. Failing smiles facing me. Are you sure you really won't mind the sunburns? I sighed, shrugging. The truth is, I really don't want to go hiking to a creepy old mountain. Well, same. It's quite scary, and not to mention, there must be a whole bunch of bodies in that place. Truly. Marilyn puts her hand on my shoulder, probably recognizing my worried face. Hey Lee, you're gonna let it, alright? Oh no. I smiled back at her. To be honest, I'm not quite sure. Okay then. My name is... Let's change it name. I can't believe that I'm already a graduating college student. And for one final out-of-town trip with my friends before I graduate, we decided to do something different. How different? We'll see. Okay then. Oh my gosh, this music. The hard, wet ground of the forest feels cold to my cheeks. Hard, wet ground? I immediately stand up in shock, surprised at my current location. This turns out to be a very bad idea, though, as I felt a jolt of pain course through my whole body when the music's loud. My right leg and arm in particular feels like they're burning, not like fire. Ah! I crumpled back down to the ground in a heap, sobbing. Looking around me, seeing the dense and dark forest, it feels almost surreal to be here. What am I doing here? I racked my brain for any hints or answers, finally remembering my purpose for being here. My friends and I are on a hike to a popular mountain rest house. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but I don't see my friends anymore. Where could they possibly be? I dig out my phone in my pocket carefully, my arm still screaming in agony as I make the silences of notes. I realized in horror that the cracked screen was an effect of what brought me here to this dilemma. A landslide. There was a landslide, and we barely managed to avoid it. Help me! Help! I glanced at my cracked phone again, now feeling more desperate than ever. God, how am I supposed to make a call now? I decided to stay where I am, not minding the dirt on my beautiful dress. Who cares about the dress, okay? It hurts too much to move. A flash of lightning shocks me for a moment, and I immediately decided to run to the best of my ability for the nearest shelter. It feels more like my whole body's on fire. despite the cold, salty air. But I'm in the middle of the forest, with an injured body, and no means of communication. I don't know, just scream. That's communication, right? Where could I even find a shelter here? I zigzagged through the densely populated forest, trying to look for any path of sorts to follow. After a few minutes of searching, however, it becomes very evident to me that there's no hope of finding a path. Sobbing once more, I sit back down on the dirty ground, squeezing my arm tightly to stop the pain. Oh, wow, Poppy Lee, really? You can't stay here. You're gonna die in this cold. You have to go. Are you talking to yourself? Bracing myself for the pain, I forced myself to stand up. You can do it, girl. I winced, feeling another painful jolt run up in my arm. Picking one direction. Okay, one direction, really. I decided to move forward and hope for the best. Lightning continues to strike the sky. I wrapped my good arm around my body, hoping that my own blood heat would be enough to keep me from shivering too much. Rain has started to pour, and I'm feeling terribly cold. Right now, all I want to do is curl up and cry somewhere. Don't give up, people. I really need to find some shelter. Nice English. I really need to find some shelter though. ... After waiting hopelessly for an hour, I noticed the script, I don't know how to say that word, looking mentioned up ahead. It looks really ancient. I think it may be haunted. Should I take a risk? You know what? We need to find shelter. Let's just go. But I'll save here. So when we come back, we can come back here and see what will happen if we don't risk it. I've got no choice. I have to seek shelter tonight or I'm going to die from the cold. I limped towards the mansion, trying my hardest to calm my nerves. It's a pretty hard thing to do, especially when half of your body is screaming in agony. Don't worry, Poppy, you can make it. Despite looking very ancient, I'm starting to believe that there are actually people who live in this place. But what you think, it doesn't look abandoned to me. The grass seems well trimmed. That must mean something, right? I craned my neck to peek inside the vast yard. What was that? To my surprise, something blue-looking suddenly darts from somewhere nearby. What was that? My voice may be drowned out by the ring, but it's enough for me to hear the fear in my own voice. I turned around, looking for the place where I saw the blue thing. And from my peripheral vision, I see it again. A flame. Catch it. A bluish-looking flame. It looks like the flame from what's that game called? Party. Yeah, like the soul where they help. I forgot those two names. Ayumi, I believe. I'm not sure. But the class president. So it's like the souls of the dead people. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like the one that calls Party. What? My voice shakes with fear, and once again I realize that I'm all alone in a dark and creepy forest. Well, it doesn't look like you're in the forest anymore, you're in front of a mansion. I feel tears well up in my eyes as I start running towards the mansion, panicking now. I want to scream for the door to be opened, but I'm too scared of anyone else's hearing me. Running my fingers through my hair, I try to steady my breathing before knocking 3 times on the old wooden doors. Oh my gosh, she scared me. With a creaking sound, the door slowly opens to reveal a half face looking at me. Well, he's not outside. A shocked face to be exact. He doesn't look shocked to me, he's like smirking. Okay, he disappeared. Before I could say anything, the face disappears inside, and I hear the person running away. Oh, they're scared of you. But what the hell? I just noticed she has a red nose. It's like a clown. I stand, completely clueless to what I should do next. I don't know, go inside. To my surprise, the door opens again with the same creaking sound. Oh my gosh, who is this? A tall young man stands between me and the door, looking at me very suspiciously. I put on my best smile and open my mouth to speak, just to have the door slammed in front of my face. Hello? Oh, the door warned me, then I... Now gap 2, wait 3. Strange flashes of blue dot around my peripheral vision again, and I find myself desperately knocking on the doors. What do you want? Please let me in. I'm not doing that. Please, you have to let me in, please. The young man opens the door and looks suspiciously down on me. Staring at him, I could tell that he has no plans of letting me in whatsoever. My heart sinks like lead when the complete severity of my situation starts dawning on me. What did I do to deserve this? I don't know, you knocked on a stranger's door. I see the young man opens his mouth, but before he can say anything, everything turns black all around me, like passed out. Okay. I wake up to the feeling of a warm